We just feel that it's unfair when there's a primary election that KTTH and 770 and Mr. Medved and Mr. Bose are picking and endorsing one candidate over the rest, and it really subverts the election process. And we don't feel that's right. We think the primary election should run its course and that everybody should be neutral.
Hey, howdy. Everybody should be neutral in the primary. I'm Michael Medved, by the way.
I know you are.
Okay.
I listen to you all the time.
Well, I appreciate it.
And up to the last couple of weeks, I admired you greatly.
Yeah. Well, why do you, in other words, I haven't talked about the primary election on my show, and you know, it just doesn't play in Atlanta or Philadelphia or New York.
I understand you, Nat.
Yeah. But so I've only talked about it on Bose's show, and Bose is also here, as you know, he did when I was there.
Yeah, it hasn't been. Anything that I've heard from either Didier or Akers has been degrading. It's been unfair. And these people have run for over 6 months hard. Right. Rossi jumps in the last few weeks, right, and you endorse it.
Right.
It's unfair.
He's a friend of mine.
I know, but you should, you know, that on friendship, you need to set friendships aside.
Well, I know, and I would, certainly, unless I thought that Rossi was the candidate with by far the best chance.
But you don't know, apparently don't know anything about Didier.
I know a good deal about Didier.
You know that at the convention that Didier and Akers got standing applause.
Well, I know, and they're both better speakers than Dino.
And Dino's running the other direction. He's afraid to debate. He's afraid to debate the issues. He's soft on Arizona law. He says that's a federal issue.
Okay.
When he's asked about the abortion issue, he says, "Well, I'm Catholic." So is Nancy Pelosi.
Okay, but
he's waffling on every big issue.
I don't believe that to be true.
Well, it is true.
And okay,
it's absolutely true.
Again, you have a different interpretation.
On healthcare, Rossi on healthcare says, well, I'd like to amend it, but I won't vote to repeal it.
But this is why we have primary elections.
That's right. But you, with the power of this radio station, Conservative Talk Radio, you have the power to sway the election before the primary. It's unfair to these other candidates.
But you see, was it unfair for us when
wait till the primary's over, then it's fair.
But why is that?
You're destroying all the 6 months worth of work.
This is what I don't understand. Why is it unfair to give an opinion during the primary process, but it's fair to give an opinion in the general election?
Your opinion is based on your friendship with Rossi.
Correct.
Yeah,
and
I've been a friend of Rossi.
Right.
But I can set my friendship apart.
I can set my friendship apart too.
But you haven't.
Except
your entire radio station is a cheerleader.
I am completely convinced that if Clint Didier were the nominee, that Patty Murray would get 65%.
You're going to find out. That Clint Didier will probably wipe the floor with Rossi. Okay. Except for the fact that you've gone out and endorsed. You unfairly, your radio station has unfairly endorsed it.
When you say unfairly, both
you won't let the primary run. You've subverted the election process. You have subverted the election process.
Yeah, I've got to go.
I understand.
Broadcast.
But
What's your name?
My name's Gary.
Gary, I understand your point of view. I'm glad you're out here. Thank you for listening to the radio station. What's your name? Cecil.
Michael.
Thank
you. You have subverted the primary process.
Okay.
It's not fair.
I gotta go.